All right, I'm talking to you today about the DAT Optic EBox-R5. It's a wonderful solution for a couple different levels of users on the professional side and also someone at the home who wants to store their photos, their videos, their family pictures, any other important data. But we'll talk about that later. Today I want to talk to you about setting it up and using it in your system. And this is a Windows-based platform we're referring to now. But many of the things that we're talking about today will apply to a Mac system. The eBox comes as a standalone unit. Before you plug it in, simply open the tray doors, the bay doors, slide it in the drives. There's no screws. And you'll see also that the case has dual fans. And so that helps to keep your drives cool, which actually helps prolong their life. As we go forward, we'll also look at some other features of the eBox RAID system. And I'll show you two different ways to set it up. The first way, we're going to use the graphic user interface system, which is a simple tool that's on the CD that you'll get with the system. Run the utility with the drives installed into the box and the box connected to your eSATA port. Go to the advanced mode. You choose the RAID setup that you want. Follow the menu on the screen. You've got your box set up. And you see on the right there, in the lower right, the green horizontal boxes, those are your drives. You click here, and we're going to do a RAID 5. Choose RAID 5 and choose Apply. It's that simple, and then it gives you a little warning. You say yes to continue. And then here's your configuration for your RAID right here. So take a moment. All right, now your RAID is created. Here's the other method of creating the RAID. You can use the controls on the front of the EBox R5. So I'll walk you through that process as well. It's essentially the same thing, just done manually. Press Create RAID. You have to go through and select each individual disk that you want to use in the RAID. As you see, I'm doing that here. We're going to use all 5 drives. Okay. You press Enter. You can name the RAID if you like. And there you go. Now this initialize, waiting for system to initialize, and now we're done. So you see both methods are very simple. It's very quick to do. Now the next step is, as you go to your Windows system, you have to use the Disk Manager, which is in the System Tools menu, to bring the system online. We're going to do that now. And there it is. You're going to want to choose the GPT partition table, which will allow you to recognize disks larger than 2 terabytes. You select the radio button there to choose GPT and hit OK. Scroll down here and you'll see there is that very large 8 terabyte RAID. Click OK, Next, and then you see it, and you can assign a drive letter. I'm going to rename the volume. I call it DAT Optic. And I'm going to choose the option to quick format because that's essentially all we need for this setup. So I'll do that and you'll see how quickly this goes, and hit finish. I'm doing this in real time now, so you'll see momentarily, and we're done. There is the new drive. The next step is, and it's a great feature of the DAT Optic box, is the speed. I'm using a utility from a video program to demonstrate the speed, read and write speed of the drive. I'll select the drive first. I'll select the drive first. You see there I choose the DAT Optic RAID, hit OK, and then we'll hit Start, and you'll see the throughput now. These are real numbers, and even though it's advertised at a 220, you can see 236, 237, and again here's the read speed, 228, 230. Now we're doing again 240 on the right side. So again, the speed and throughput is really there. It's a lot of horsepower and more than enough to do anything you want to do on this system. Of course, there's one more step I want to demonstrate for you, and it's a great security feature of the EBox R5, which is your data is protected. And so I'm going to demonstrate what would happen in the manner of a crisis, which would be to have a drive fail. I'll show you that in both windows. Here's the graphics interface on the desktop that you would see, where when a drive fails, you'd get a warning. And so as I pull out one of the drives in an actual working system, you get the error message there, and as you see, a member disk is unplugged, or if it's failed, you'd get a similar message, and you hear an alert as well. Okay, and then essentially what you would do is replace that drive with another drive of equal size, and the data would begin to rebuild. And I'll show you that again manually using the interface on the front of the EBoX R5 system. As you'll see, I'm going to remove a drive. You hear the alarm, and again, that same alert, visual alert as well, that the RAID set is broken. Of course, it can continue to operate, but this is a warning to let you know you're having data integrity issues. You need to check your data, check your drives, and if necessary, replace a drive. And now I'm going to act like this is a replaced drive. I'm going to plug it in, click, and you'll see in just a moment begin to initialize that drive and start to rebuild the data. And there it is. Okay, so that's a great feature, and it allows you to secure your data and back up your data even if a drive fails. That's all now for the DAT Optic EBox R5. Thanks for watching.